everybody. Time to head into work. Like my new car? Woohoo! All right, that was fast. All right, let's head on into the building and get this show on the road. It's not a midlife crisis. All right, I knew it was a little excessive to buy a Ferrari, but it really is fun to drive. All right, this week we got a lot of work, so let's get right into it. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is November 9th through November 13th, and for the first time all year, we have a combined lesson for media arts and intro to video production because we're going to do some stop motion videos. So you don't need any video editing software if you want to just make a very basic stop motion. If you want to take sound effects and music and maybe add additional titles to it, you're going to want to use some video editing software. It is not required for anyone but my video students, especially ones that have taken this class in the past. I'm really excited to see what you can do with some stop motion because I learned this just this year and I've had a lot of fun with it, and I think you guys will have fun too. So you saw from my intro with my Ferrari that I drove here to work, that was not really stop motion. That was just keyframing using my video editing software and some green screen effects, but it's the same sort of idea how you can move a picture across the screen, and that's what we're going to do. So let's jump right into it. All right, this week's goals, we are going to learn how to make a stop motion video using Google Slides. So that wasn't a Google Slides video, but I've got one I'm going to show you, and you will see how that all works. All right, we are going to learn how to publish a Google slideshow to the web. So anytime you make a slideshow in Google Drive, you can publish that to the web and make it autoplay. So it's generally designed to go onto a website and then have the slides start and be there for 5 seconds. But we're going to actually change them so that they go by rapidly, just like a stop motion would work. So it's kind of an interesting way to use Google Slides. And then lastly, we're going to make a screen recording of our published slideshow, and we may edit that as a video, depending on what you're comfortable with, what you want to experiment with, and whatever you have time for this week. So it's the end of the quarter. You want to make sure you're caught up in all of your classes. We've got conferences next week, so we want to just make sure we're prepared. So we're going to have a little fun making an animation. So let me walk you through the steps. All right. So this video here was made in Google Slides, and I published it to the web so it would autoplay, and then I screen recorded it, and then I imported it into my video editing software, added some music, some titles, and some sound effects. I'll play it here. So that was my very, very short film called The Helicopter, and this was just made in Google Slides. And it's really a quite simple project, and I'll show you how to do it. So let's continue. All right, so how stop motion works. Stop motion videos are a series of still pictures. Most videos that you watch have between 24 and 30 frames per second, depending on what it was filmed for. And stop motion can even use less to get by with that. So if you want to make a 5-second video, you're going to need to have about 100 slides. You're probably thinking to yourself, wait, Mr. Oliver, you said this is a quick project. Yes, it does not take a long time to make 100 slides, especially if they're all the same or very, very similar. And I'm going to show you some tricks. So the helicopter that you saw in that video took about 3 seconds to go across the screen in about 70 frames. All right, so here is the animation that I created. And as you can see, the first few slides are just this background here, right? And then I have a helicopter that travels across it. So in order to make a copy of your background, well, first off, I searched for a background. So let me make a new slide. I'll just walk you through these same steps. So here is my blank slide, right? And I'm going to find a background. So slide, change background, and then choose image. And then you can do a Google image search, and you could say mountains, PNG. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do an outer space one. Outer space. All right, let's see what's going to work. I just want stars. There we go. That should probably work. Insert. So out of this world, right? I got some stars. Then I'm going to duplicate. I could do edit, duplicate, although that's going to take a while. So instead, I'm just going to do Command D. See, I've got a whole bunch of slides. I'm going to delete a few because I didn't need that many. All right, so now I have my slide, and now I'm going to have to animate an object to go across it. So for being space, maybe I do a rocket ship. So I'm going to do Insert Image. I'm going to search the web, and now I'm going to search for a PNG. I'm going to say rocket ship PNG. Whatever, that's a rocket shop. You know what? I could use this one. Why not? Let's see if it works. There we go. I've got a rocket ship. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my rocket ship so that it is looking like it's going to go across the screen. And I'm going to move it all the way to the back so that it is just barely on my slide. All right. Okay, then I'm going to do duplicate. Now I have 2 of them. I'm going to move this just a hair, and then I'm going to do the same thing. All right. See how each slide, I just duplicate, move it a little more. The more precise you are, the smoother your motion's going to be. Okay, so I'm not going to keep continuing that because you can already start to see that as you go through the slides, you can see the motion that happens, right? So I did the same thing with a helicopter though. And so here's my helicopter going all the way across. I'm just holding the right arrow key down to slide across. And that's my slide. And then at the end, I have some blank slides that are finished there. Okay, so that is how you create an animation. Have fun with that. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to duplicate slides. So first off, let's start with the very first slide because I didn't have directions in it. You're going to find a background that works for you. So I went and just searched for mountain background, maybe clip art, something like that. You find this picture and you can just make it the background of your slide. That way that's going to be there for the entire video. And then we're going to find an object that we can animate across it. So what I do is I duplicate my slides. And so I duplicated my slide by selecting it from the slide sorter. Right, it'll turn yellow on the left. And then you press Control and D if you're on a Chromebook, Command and D on a Mac, or you can select Edit and Duplicate. But you notice it's got the little shortcut code there. The shortcut's going to help because you're going to make probably 70 to 100 of these. So you're going to make a few copies of your background. So pick any background you want. You could do this like as a spaceship traveling through space or a landscape. It doesn't matter. Just experiment with it. Find a background that you want to have for your video and make a few copies of it. So maybe have 3 or 4 slides of just your background. Right? That'll serve as the beginning of your video before your object has done anything. Then what you're going to do is you're going to search for an image that you want to have move across the screen. So this helicopter was a PNG file that I searched for, saved it to my computer, just like we learned in the last couple video lessons how to do. And then I put it on my slide, right? You don't want it to have a background and you want to imagine it kind of moving across the screen, how it'll work. Pretty simple though, just put a PNG on your slide. What you're going to do is you're going to move your image so that it is barely appearing on your slide. And once you have a position, you're going to duplicate it. So let me show you what that looks like, right? All right, so in my slide number 5 here, you can see the helicopter is just barely on there. And then I duplicated my slide and the helicopter's in the same spot. Then I move it over just a hair for slide 6, right? Duplicate slide 7, slide it over, duplicate slide 8, move it over. Keep doing that. You know, I skipped lots of them, but you can see that all the way by slide 56, most of the helicopter has gone across the slide. So each one just looks like a still picture. If you've ever seen, like I've done a flip book where you flip the pages and you can see an object moving as it's going, it's the same sort of idea. And as you scroll through your slides, you'll be able to see how that works. So yeah, I had 65 slides of motion in my video. And then now you have created an animated object, right? So I made a few copies of the background so the animation will complete at the end once the objects move by. So from slide 67 on, it is just the background. That way I can just keep having the background there. And then step 7, to see your animation play, you're going to need to publish it to the web. So you're going to click File and then Publish to the web. Pretty straightforward. I will demonstrate all of this as well. Okay, step 8 is you're going to change the auto advance to every second. So instead of every 3 seconds, make it the shortest it'll be, which is every second. Click both boxes to start and restart the slideshow when it loads and after the last slide. So have both of those boxes checked, and you'll notice there's a web address that's appearing because you are publishing it to the web. You're going to have to pay close attention to that because this is how you're going to hand in your video if you don't go and make any additional edits. Actually, you could hand in a screen recording too, but this is how you're going to be able to access your video to see it. Okay, the 9th step is to copy the web address and to paste it into a new tab of your browser. Now, there is going to be a number at the very end of this address. You can't even see it where it's blue on the top. But if you look and you move your cursor all the way to the right, it's going to say true equals delay ms equals 1000. Okay, you're going to change that 1000 number to 100. That means it's going to play 10 times faster, or you're going to get 10 frames every second, which should start to work. If you would like to have it a smoother motion, or if you want to have it move even faster, you could try any number smaller than 100 to start to kind of see what kind of motion you would get with that. So try which one you like best. Then what you're going to do is you are going to publish it to the web. So you do File, Publish to the web. And I'm going to change my auto advance to every second. I'm going to start and restart. And then I'm going to come to copy my address, right? So I've highlighted, it's clicked blue. I'm going to hit Command and C. In a new tab, I'm going to paste it. And now remember that number at the end that says 1000, I want to change that to 100. And when I do, I'll hit return. It'll load to that web page. And now it's going to start playing. Okay. So there is my helicopter flying across the screen. I did enough slides that I could probably make these even faster. It looks a little weird with a rocket ship in there, but you get the idea of how you could do this, right? If you wanted to, let me refresh the page. Actually, I need to just close this. It creates a new tab when I did this. I could do the same thing again. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to a new tab and paste it. And I could now change my number. Instead of 1000, I could make it like 70. What happens at 70, right? It's going to be a little bit faster. Whatever works is completely fine. All right, let's take a break and go to our secret word. Hey everybody, I hope you're enjoying this week's video and can't wait to make an animation, but first we need to do a secret word. So the secret word is, wait, what's happening? I guess the secret word is glitch. Glitch. Glitch is the secret word. Stop that. That's better. All right, now that you know your secret word, we're going to get into some of the optional parts of the assignment. Now, I think everyone should give this a try because why not? If we were in class, we would most definitely be doing this. And this is something that you're going to be able to make so that you have a video that plays as opposed to just going to a website and watching your animation. Either way is completely fine. But now we are going to learn how to edit that animation. So what you're going to do is you're going to use a screen recorder to capture video of your animation. You can try Loom or use QuickTime if you're using a Mac, but really any screen recorder will work. If you are recording with Loom, you are going to turn off the little circle. So you don't want your head to appear in the corner of your animation. You probably want to just hide that. So you can, in the little option button, you can get rid of that. And then you can screen record so that you watch your animation play. Okay. Once you record it in Loom, it will go to Loom's website, and then you'll have an option to download. So that little down arrow with a parentheses underneath it, you hit that download and it'll save to your computer. And now you'll have a video file that you can start making edits to. So this is optional. If this is way over your head, it's totally okay. But if you really want to do this and you're stuck, just let me know in office hours. I'll walk everyone through the process because I think this can be a lot of fun. All right, then you are going to do some editing for step 11. So you're going to import the video of your screen recording into a video editing program. Maybe you have a Mac and you use iMovie. Maybe you have a different editing software on your PC. If you're just using a Chromebook, I highly recommend you check out Clipchamp. Clipchamp is a free editing video that I've talked about with my intro to video students. For media arts students, you just go to clipchamp.com, create a free account using your school account, and you can try and edit that video. I have a video that explains how to use Clipchamp, so you could try that, but just experiment with it. Once again, this is optional, so nobody gets stressed out about this. Okay, you're going to import that video into your video editor. And then you're going to add some music. You're going to add some sound effects. That's how I was able to have the Ride of the Valkyries song playing. as my helicopter came across the screen, and then I added the helicopter propeller sounds, right? That really starts to bring a video together a little bit. So you can go to bensound.com if you want to find a song. That's just a simple place to find music. There's some really good songs there. You can also go to soundbible.com to look for sound effects. So depending on what object you have moving, what sound effect you're going to want to find, you can download them as an MP3 file. And in Clipchamp, you just import it into this top part, which is like your event, and then you can add things to it. So Clipchamp is going to be a good option for you. And so once it is in, you can start experimenting with it. And here I added a song from Bensound called Hey, not the song I used in my example, but just to show you that you have to add it in here. So you would add both your screen recorded video plus the MP3 here, and then you just drag them onto each other and they come together. Once you have it dialed in how you want, you can move songs around, move sound effects around. You can add some titles to it also. Then what you're going to do is you're going to export your project. So the way you export and share your video, you hit the little export button, and then it says, what format would you like to do it in? The free version, you're going to choose 480p, and then you can hit continue, and then you download your video once it's done. So you would have a video finished like that. You can then upload it to your Google Drive folder just by dragging it into your account, or dragging it directly on to Google Drive. Then you can hand that in Google Classroom by hitting add or create. So that is how we are going to make a video. And it should be a fun experiment for you. You can really start to think creatively about how you can use this. It's just the idea of basic animations, moving an object across the screen and then adding some sounds to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so that was this week's goal. So hopefully you learned how to make a stop motion video using Google Slides. Hopefully you learned how to publish your Google slideshow to the web. Just pause the video if any of these steps were confusing and stop and do it right along with me each way. And then you're able to make a screen recording of that published slideshow. Maybe did some edits to it, maybe put it in your folder. At the bare minimum, you have to hand in just the link to your animation. But if you would like to, you can edit that video, make that screen recording of it, put it in your Google Drive and attach that. I'd love to see your work. So just a reminder to all students from both Intro to Video Production and Media Arts, this is a pass, no pass class. That's why just each week we just have our secret word, just to make sure that you guys are playing along and watching the videos and learning a little bit, right? I'm not grading each of your assignments for all the little details. I'm just making sure that you're participating and you're learning something and you're having a good experience with this. So don't be concerned. Do you have an A, B, or a C in this class? All of those grades equate to a pass. But if you are missing assignments and you are not at a C, then you are not having enough evidence for passing. So just make sure that you are participating to a level where you're able to get something out of this class, and hopefully it's a great experience. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. All right, so now that I've given my spiel, go ahead, make an animation, make a movie, have some fun with it. Never stop creating, and I'll see you in the next video.